Faster than a hairpin trigger. Don't you say, don't you say, don't say, don't you say one breath.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319! All right, here we go. Green 30. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Blue 90. Blue 90. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now that's what I'm talking about, fellas. I don't know what happened between last week and this week, but today was a great practice. And this coaching staff is loving it. You guys consistently do that, and I see a lot of victories in our future.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop, word up. I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur, whatever occurs. Thank you, feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence now. Presence come out. Come out. side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I could say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. One receiver left, three to the right.
Hang on now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility? I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now it's Lockett. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got his man, Boyd. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 52 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. Plenty of scoring here already. We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Back to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He hits Baldwin right side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. end zone now. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at the 2. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in. Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
4 down. Check. Ready. Mike's 54.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play.
And I'm going to check in with him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He gets this one to Boyd. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly. So that... Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
18 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Seahawks are dominating, and a big reason why is the passing attack. The Falcons secondary will need to step it up in the second half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, the catch is made after a quick pass, and it ends up working for a touchdown. Seahawks now on top. Down to late in the first. Here the pass would be completed into coverage, and he ends up at the 14-yard line before he stopped on the play. They would go on to kick a field goal and put 3 points on the board. Seahawks ball early in the second. He's going to tuck it and run here. He ends up at the 44-yard line before he stopped on the play. Seahawks have it later on the drive. Here we'll get a pass into the end zone. And after the short pass, he'll score. That takes the lead up to 18. Falcons have it midway through the second. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Seahawks take advantage and return it for a TD. That takes the lead up to 25. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. For the second half kickoff, let's get you back up to Seattle and Brandon Guy.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Hey, we got go.
On first and he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
3rd and long, it's Ryan. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it And now 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They give him a gain of 38. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jimmy Graham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense and said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And the defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Freeman again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Returnable for Lockett. And some room to roam now. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 76 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
Brandon, I loved his game in college, and I thought he would translate well as a pro. Boy, did he exceed my expectations. Another punt return for a touchdown.
Busted up. To the scene as an all-pro returner as a rookie. He's not looking back. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 7 yards remaining here on third down. From the gun on third down, Ryan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Bennett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jermaine Kearse hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on the play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Baldwin now to return. A solid stiff arm. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go deep. All right, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Wilbur back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. A beautiful fake. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got ripped. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing an intentional grounding call.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it's good enough for a Seattle 1st. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big pickup there on the scramble. 45 yards. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. The Passing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I, we think about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 21, and it'll be first down Atlanta. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Ryan. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. On third down, Ryan. And that's incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. Wilson snags it left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they find ways to get better.
They set up the screen to Rawls. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, Charles...